The United States, since the late 1940s, built the Western world as a free democratic alliance determined to maintain its sovereignty, maintain its prosperity, maintain peace, and in many ways to repel aggression from dictators. For the United States to be flipping and almost siding with the aggressive dictator against the democratically elected country that is a victim, that has stunned not just European leaders, it's stunned people all over the world. I've gotten messages from Asian leaders, from people all over the world wondering if the United States is not going to defend a liberal democratic state in Europe, if it's not going to defend the threat that its European allies believe is the most vital threat they face, who is it going to defend? Who is it going to support? Can American guarantees be taken seriously? Can American foreign policy be taken seriously? I think we're witnessing history right now in a very tragic way.
Well, and on that front, there's a real question of how these world leaders will respond to this. I mean, we saw the British Prime Minister phone Zelensky after Trump called him a dictator, and pointedly, as we were told, he reaffirmed support for him as Ukraine's democratically elected leader. The British Prime Minister is coming here to Washington next week. I mean, it really does raise the question of what that dynamic looks like.
Yeah, look, the dynamic right now between Trump and all liberal democratic leaders seems to be very bad. The Trump's dynamic with the autocrats, Putin, seems much better. But the reality is, in the short run, Western allies of the United States are in a bind. They have relied on the United States for their security. They have accepted U.S. leadership for decades now. And the entire security system has been built on the idea that the United States was the guarantor of the peace. The United States was the underwriter. So they can't easily find other options very quickly. But in the long run, Caitlin, what is going to happen is these countries, which are rich, powerful countries, are going to start asking themselves what kind of independent path they have to chart. That's going to happen with Canada, that's going to happen with Europe, and that means these countries will move away from the American sphere. They will look for a better relationship with China.